run so that no matter what happens, we will have a recording to submit. Because the internet has been kind of bad lately, so yeah. The betting is open! Put your points in there. And yeah, Chloe did a wonderful job for that. I am putting her on as commentary for these runs for Peggle as well. So if we get in, you will be hearing more Chloe, which is always what we want to do. Also, I want to make an open invitation for Pegglers who either identify as women or who are like more femme presenting and sort of identify with being more like a femme in general. The Fatales community is always open. You do have to go and request to be in the Discord, but it is. If any of y'all are interested, I would love to see more Peggle people and more PvZ people for that matter in the Fatales community. Chloe is here hanging out with us, and yeah, we love vibing, but we could have more people. It would be super fun. And I know there's some of y'all out there, so if you're at all interested or feel comfortable, no pressure, of course, if you don't, but if you are, the Fatales community is always open. We are lovely. Accepting people who love speedrunning, and I've gotten introduced to so many cool people and so many cool games through the community. Highly recommend. And you can submit for cool events. Yeah, Astro, join. Yeah, link me? No, you have to ask them. Go, just like search Frame Fatales, and you'll go to the GDQ website, and it'll give you a link for how you can request to join. I can't link you. You do have to ask them, but they will grant you access, so do not worry. Yeah, you can DM them on Twitter, too. Good note, Chloe. Agreed. That's how I joined. Nice. Yeah, I don't really interact with Twitter, which is why I never know what you're tweeting, which is sad. I want to know what you're tweeting. But yeah, no, I'm not a Twitter person, so I emailed them. It's just as good. Both methods. Hi, Morzon. What's up? What's up with me is that I'm going to start this RMO run pretty soon here. The betting is still open, so put your points in that. And we are going to start a new RMO run very, very soon. I have left Bird's sight. Yep. It's too bad. Birds are cool. With Frame and Flame, I know, I always mix them up. At least Frost sounds really different. That's the event we are submitting for, by the way. Oh, and actually, before we start, I should change the stream title. I forgot. Should be doing that. And right now, OBS hates me and is refusing to let me change my stream title. Yep, classic. Is my volume a little bit low? Well, I can turn it up. Oh yeah, it's getting really low. Why is it like that? I'll just say louder and turn it up a little bit. Hopefully that helps. Alright, I gotta change stream info. If OBS will let me, it will. Hooray. Peggle Knights. And then we are going to be doing a submission tonight for Frost Fatales. And Frost Fatales is a GDQ subsidiary, which means that they do not want to hear swearing on the main channel. It's not that I'm not going to swear in this submission video, but we are going to keep it more low-key. No vulgar comments in the chat, please. You know, no heavy swearing or anything. I won't be doing a whole lot of swearing. I'll mostly be doing commentary this run. So if y'all are not familiar with Knights RMO, this is a really good opportunity to sort of get to know how we would play it. So that'll be really fun. But yeah, that's kind of how it's going to work. So we're going to, yeah, be hecking polite. Exactly. So we're going to select RMO and get Jimmy. That's a great omen for the run. Yeah, that's a trans Jimmy smug right there. And yeah, I'm going to count us down till we're going to do the official submission. Banhammer ready? Thank you, Helios. I appreciate it. Also, given the time it is, I'm probably not going to be doing Deluxe RMO tonight. I will probably be trying to do that either tomorrow or Friday, but we will be doing that as well. And then I'll just be submitting past videos for NG Plus and any percents, I think. But I wanted to record some new ones for some runs that I hadn't submitted before. All right. I think we're ready. 3, 2, 1. Hello, Fatales community. My name is Satan. Satan. herself, or Satan isn't herself, whatever you want to use. And today I'm going to be recording a run of Peggle Knights Random Master only for consideration at Frost Fatales 2024. Basically, it is a run where we go through every level with a random master. The game is going to pick for us. We do not have any say in it. And because of that, we cannot even reset the level, because resetting the level would pick a new master. So it is an incredibly challenging run, one of the hardest in the Peggle lineup. It's also a run I technically invented. Way back when. We were all having a conversation about Peggle categories, and I suggested this one. So, pretty funny. As you'll notice, I actually don't have any goal splits today. I was looking back in my files, and apparently I don't have any splits. But that's okay. That means we have very low pressure today, and it'll be really fun. We're obviously going to do a no reset like normal, and try to show y'all what it's going to be like. Yeah. For chat, the prediction is open. You should put your points in that if you have an opinion about how this is going to go. And yeah, we've already selected random from here. We got Bjorn, Great Omen. Love Frost Fatales, exactly. Would love to see this in because it's just such a fun category. It's got all the variety in the run just packed into, into one thing, and you're gonna get to see some huge clutches, some unusual strategies. It's a really good follow-up, I think, to Knights Any Percent that we did at Flame Fatales. So yeah, I hope you like it. Our global hotkeys are on, and we're going to start by clicking Adventure in 3, 2, 1. And who do we get first? We get Cinderbottom. And funnily, RMO is a place where you're going to see a lot of masters that would normally be really good. Maybe not as good. I actually don't like Cinderbottom all that much in this level. I was trying to avoid the ball bucket because I knew it would give me that time loss, but I got it anyway. Because the pegs are really clumped together at the beginning here, right? And Cinderbottom is just not really the best at dealing with that. And as you can see here, we're struggling a little bit. But we'll be okay. Nice. Do some clutch shots, good saves. We are all good. And that's the first level, Crime Wave. If, obviously, we would be explaining the central conceit of Peggle here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a very good omen. Which is that, oh, we have 3D Excel glitch on. Darn it. Yeah, of course. We're going to be restarting that. Unfortunately. 3D Excel glitch means that, it's still got 3D Excel on, even when it says it doesn't, so we're going to be restarting the whole submission period. I keep doing this. I did that with all minigames, too, where there was a technical issue where I had to restart it. Why did the splits go away, though? I didn't mean to close them. Run it back, let's go. I knew. See? It has them on. Why do you have them on? Alright, we've fixed it. You just have to close it, turn it off, and then reopen it again. And then we're going to test real quick. Or it's a failure, no. Perfect. And now we're all ready to go. Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright, hello everybody, my name is Satan. I am going to be submitting RMO, or Random Master Only, in Peggle Knights tonight. Which is basically a category in which every level you get a new random master. That means that you cannot reset the level as you would get a new random master. And so, given the difficulty of getting bad powers on hard stages, in which Knights has a lot of them, and not being able to reset, this run is really, really interesting. You'll see a lot of unconventional strategies, a lot of crazy saves, and a lot of silly choices. It's really quite the awesome viewer category because every, even if you're familiar with any percent, there's some sort of variety everywhere you look. And it really shows off a runner's skill and knowledge of the game to be able to play around that. As you can see, we don't have goal splits. I discovered while booting up my splits I don't have any saved. That's okay. That's going to make it a low pressure run. It'll be really nice. We're going to have flurples all over the place. Yeah, we've already selected random out here. Nice Ginny or nice warn. And then we're going to be starting the run on Restart Adventure here. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So Peggle basically is a game all about hitting these pegs that you see on the screen here. And you want to hit each orange peg as fast as possible. That's basically the goal of the level. So here we have a power called Master Who. What the heck? Wow. Which is basically like a glorified aimbot. Too bad, it's a good start, but bad generation. And if you get his power by hitting the green pegs, then he basically makes it so that your next shot is going to be calculated to be good. And the way he does that is by picking the highest point shot. You can get high points from oranges and from those pink pegs that you see at the bottom of the screen right there. Oh, I aimed at the wrong peg for the pixel. Oops, that's all right. And now we have Claude Lobster here, who, even though we aimed at the wrong peg for the pixel, it actually ended up not being a bad shot at all. Who gives you these flippers at the bottom of the screen. I can click to flip them. Unfortunately, Claude is one of the slower masters, but luckily 1-2 is a really fast level that you kind of can't screw up too badly. But we are going to lose some time to having had Claude here. But yeah, you'd never choose to do this level with Claude, so that's really the fun part about RMO. How do you adapt to these new situations? You may not have seen before. And now we see a master who we might be familiar with from the Fright Fatales run that we did. But he's a lot different here than he was in Deluxe. In Peggle Deluxe, he has some of that who-ness in him, the Master Who we just saw. He has a little bit of that sort of aimbot power within him. In this game, he doesn't. So he'll do stuff like that when he comes down off of the top of the screen after having gone off of it. So you just hope that he lands somewhere where there's actually a lot of oranges so that he'll happen to fall into good stuff. Like that. But even then, that wasn't a particularly good shot for where he ended up. So Renfield is often considered one of the worst masters in the game, if not the worst, in Knights for that reason. And the developers know this too. They relegated Renfield to be the third master that appears in the game instead of the sixth like he was in Deluxe. Now we have Splork here. I'm happy we're seeing all sorts of different masters right out the gate. Splork's power is called Space Blast. And basically what that means is that when I hit a green, it'll get all of the pegs in that vicinity there. Which can be really helpful for for levels where pegs are clumped really close together. And actually in this one it did get these two extra oranges, which is actually pretty good. So I'm okay with that. Just trying to have it go down and get that orange, but didn't quite get the right aim. Yeah. Aiming is hard. You'll also see here that I'm aiming sort of towards the bottom of the screen at the end of the level so that the ball hopefully will go into the bucket quicker. Ah, we've got our first any percent pick, basically the same master that you'd use in any percent, which is actually kind of nice here because normally on this level you would need to use a pixel shot with any other master to get this slide, but here we can just do it this way. I can do the pixel shot, but you know, it's nice to have a 100% reliable way to get that whole big curve because it's kind of slow and hard to get otherwise. Although, unfortunately, ooh, that's not good. Not what I was expecting there. Okay, I got a little bit on the way back, but still pretty slow, unfortunately. Alright, not really worried about losing anymore. That wasn't a direct shot, so having the orange power was actually helpful. All right. Here we're going to see the first deviation of a normal strategy. Oh, no. And I did it wrong. Well, that's okay. Let's mix it up. Normally there I would actually try a pixel shot, which would make the ball sail over all the way this way and get inside of the this big petri dish thing and do that bottom slide in a really nice way, but it sometimes takes me multiple tries. So there I was trying to do a down shot strat, which basically means, also we have Claude again, which basically means I aim right in the middle of the screen, which is a consistent shot every time, and press left once, but I think it didn't register my press. I don't think I pressed hard enough, or I pressed to the right by accident. I'm not 100% sure, and we did not get the shot we were trying to get. Oof. I was hoping for a little bit more momentum there. And now we have to do a little bit of improv, as this run often leads to. So here at least I knew that if it didn't fall favorably, Claude's Claw would have helped me get that that orange down there, but really it just slowed me down more than anything. Ooh, our first, yep, we deviated from the deviation, true. Our first Marina sighting, and it's actually in a really good spot. I really like her in this level. Marina's power, ooh, I didn't do it right though. A little bit too early. It was still fine. Marina's power makes it so that when you shoot, a line goes between the peg that you first hit and the ball bucket. And that allows for a big zappy shot. Should have let that go for a little bit longer. That's really nice. Normally we'd clear out this side. Ooh, what? That was weird. Using a pixel shot. But Marina's first shot messed it up. So we have to sort of just play around the level as normal. And get the win. First appearance of Cat Tut. Meow. I like yarn. Everybody in the chat, give me your best meows and magic chat raid emotes. So, Magic Cat, or not Magic Cat, ooh, boy. Cat Tut gives you a big sort of like, really? Dang, I really need to practice. That's okay. I will be much, much more practice if this gets picked, I promise. I will practice this for a long time. I just haven't had very much time to stream lately, so trying to get this in here. But it basically makes this big lip around the free ball bucket, which of course gives you a free ball. Get into it. Nice. That was a good recovery there to get both of those pegs quickly. Which would have happened earlier, but I didn't quite do it right. Nice. So there I'm using shots that are more likely to get other oranges while I clear out for an orange that I wouldn't be able to get otherwise. So that was a smartly played level. But yeah, that cat thing is just, that thing is very slow. The thing on the side of the ball bucket. We were lucky we didn't actually see a whole lot of that slowness, but it can really slow you down. Here we have Warren, or who has the magic hat power, but that only happens about 50% of the time. When you hit the green, it does a lucky spin. And sometimes you get what we have just gotten, which is called triple score. We have a lovely little redeem for that, although I'm pretty sure redeems are off at the moment. Which just triples your score. Enough score in one shot can get you a free ball. So it can be good in that way. But usually we really want to see Magic Hat or another Master's Better Power. And there we only hit the green one time, because that was the fastest way to go. And now we have Bjorn in this level again. Bjorn, I think, is actually decent in this level, because there are going to be a lot of sort of hidden pegs like this orange back here that we're not going to be able to get so easily. And we're going to want Bjorn's help in doing that. Meow, I like yarn. Chat's still meowing. So there you can see that because I got the yell, so we can make shots like that that aren't always guaranteed. What was I going to say? It's not like me to not know what I'm going to be saying. Chat meowing, you distracted me. Meow, meow. But anyway. Yeah, no. Oh, almost. Pretty good. Another only one green thing. Ah, right. Because we hit the purple and a bunch of pegs on one of those shots, we did get the free ball from points on that shot. But we didn't need it. So, like, in the early levels, you really don't want to be focusing on getting many free balls, because you're pretty much going to be getting through everything anyway. That kind of stops here, I would say. 3-1 is the first level that's pretty difficult in the run, and I'm actually pretty happy with having Claude, at least for safety purposes here, because he's going to help me clean up this section of the board. Oh, unless we thread the needle. It still works. Without worrying too much about it. Seen a lot of Claude already this run. Yeah, I was hoping to bounce back into an orange there, but we didn't quite get it. That's alright. Try doing maximum height to try to get a peg here. Didn't work. And as I was saying, this is a little bit of a hard level, so we're going to go for some crazy shots like that do take a while to get over the screen, but that still do help us win, and we got the win here. Very nice. This is the opposite of last level. This level is very, very easy, notoriously so. That's also one where I might normally use a pixel shot, but here I'm going to instead use a scroll shot, where I looked for 4 of the little blue bars off of my aiming reticle, and then just shot when I saw when I did that, and then went back 2 times. Also, this is our first appearance of, I would say, the best master in Peggle Knights, Tula Sunflower. Really? Wow. And the reason why is because she gets 20% of remaining oranges when you hit the green. But not only that, she can get 2 pegs at the end of the level. In Deluxe, it was just 1. So you saw me there leave 2 really annoying oranges for the end, and then just hit a green to clear them out, instead of having to actually spend a lot of time clearing them. And of course now we're back to Cat, at least the second worst master in the game. People have differing opinions on that. 3-3 is an okay level, usually winnable. Especially with the strats, the safe strats that we are using. Yeah, you definitely see safer strats overall in RMO, which are fun. It's fun to see what runners sort of value and how many risks they're willing to take. But even the riskiest runners still do have some safe strats up their sleeve when it comes to RMO. One of our safe strats here is apparently Cat Tut. It does, his power does make you more likely to get free balls, so I'm not too surprised. I was hoping to time that so that it wouldn't bounce up. Well, at least we get a bonus on that side. Close. That's alright. Clears us out for our final shot. 1, 2, 3. Oh, vanilla time. Any percent time. So these are normally Renfield's levels, which is wild since they're actually pretty difficult, and Renfield is a really difficult master to do much with. So this is where Knights really starts to show its difficulty. If you are grinding runs, this is where a lot of your runs will die. This level in particular, 3-4, and the one that's coming to come after it, 3-5, are especially difficult. This is actually a very rare Renfield shot that is doing something. Very cool. Could have done more, but you know what? It's a Renfield shot in Knights. I will take it. Here you'll also see me So, like, that circle of oranges there, I didn't really need to hit it right then, right? But I might hit clumps of oranges early for something called the multiplier. So what the multiplier is it's this right thing on the right side that you just saw get to times 5. And it increases with every orange you hit. Just hoping to angle those a little bit differently. And it basically means that your points are multiplied by that much, given where the multiplier is. So right now, every peg that we hit gives 10 times more points than it normally would. And this is to compensate for the lack of pegs we hit in the shot. First, Jimmy. We're going to do a safe strat of aiming into the middle. Jimmy's ability, Jimmy Lightning's ability, which actually just messed up our opener, sort of, here, is called multi-ball, where if you hit the green, another ball will spawn on the other side of where you hit the peg. So a lot of the strategy is being able to sort of determine where that's going to go. But obviously a green on that sort of opener strat, the strat that we will, or a shot we will always be using, is not going to be predictable, or is not going to be manipulatable. So the one on that side, though, I thought might be able to clean it up if I hit it from the right side, and it did. So that's an example of how to use Jimmy well. But he is definitely not the fastest master of the bunch, not the most effective. Definitely better than some, but also definitely not the best. Kind of a low mid-tier option. But he actually finished that level pretty quickly, so can't complain too much. We have Splork for this, so that's interesting. We'll see what happens here, but I'm going to get my openers, just because I want to be really safe in this level in particular. This is definitely also one of these ones that can kill runs if you're being complacent. So as we remember from before, Splork gives a big Space Blast, and so gets everything around it. So luckily that green's going to help us a fair bit there and clear out most of that side for us. That time. And we're going to be able to continue with our opener string. So I'm using openers that basically mean I aim all the way to the right or left, or sometimes down. And that helps by normalizing the shot. So Peggle physics are completely deterministic. Super long shot, true. Meaning that if you do the same thing, you'll get the same result every time. Aside from moving elements or pegs, like we have in this level, these sort of floating balloons and stuff. Well, I'm glad I did the openers, but we did end up with some pretty good luck on that shot, so I think we're going to be okay. Just got to make sure to clear out the right blue here in order to get the direct shot. We got it. Yeah, so I can go all the way to the right and all the way to the left, and even I can tap using my my arrow keys to also get a consistent shot. So there's like infinite possible openers you can do in levels, but most people only test like somewhere between 1 in 10 taps or even 1 in 5, since tapping obviously does cost time. Also, hello Claude again. We have been getting a lot of Claudes this time. That actually brings me to an interesting point. People have theorized for a long time about how the game decides which random masters you get. And a lot of people seem to think that there's some sort of trend that within a run, you're likely to get the same masters over and over again. So right now we've gotten Claude more than we've gotten any other master. I believe we've gotten him 3 times. But, of course, that's not so much of a statistical anomaly. So, you know, jury's still out. Trying to get the peg out of this little perfect. Yep. We had to wait for everything to disappear to be able to get out of there or flip all the way out of it. So, got one of those eventually. Actually, funnily enough, the next level is the only level in which you can soft lock this game. And this is the only category besides Claude percent in which we could do it. But we didn't get Claude, so don't need to worry about it. If you get stuck on this left side right here, behind these pegs here, with Claude's flippers, you actually can soft lock. Also, this is our first appearance, and very timely appearance, of Cinderbottom, Lord Cinderbottom, who is a really good master because he can destroy big walls and clumps of pegs with his fireballs. We're very happy to have him in this level in particular because this is a really tough level without power like Cinderbottom, since Cinderbottom actually is the NG plus choice here. So very happy to see him showing up when we need him most. Oh, oops. That's alright. Sometimes I try to get really good end shots and it doesn't quite work. Ah, any percent choice. These are actually Cat Tut's levels. You'll be able to see Cat Tut in the background of the next art. Here we're going for slides on each side. There is a consistent strat to do this. Helios WX invented it, but I don't know the slide strat yet. I may learn it if this is going to be in the marathon, though, because it would be nice to be able to do the slides without worrying about it. Yeah, I don't know if I'm even sure. I'll hit the green now. So I do want a chance at getting more free balls in this level, given how it's going. Nice. That's a good help for us. I was hoping to time that so that it would actually get that peg on that side. Wow. Impressed that we pulled that off, but there's still multiple more pegs to get here. Ooh, was hoping for a free ball there, but did not get one. Unfortunately, this is a really bad situation we're in. Let's see if we can pull it off. We can. And sometimes you're going to have to practice clutching up like that, getting some really risky shots, because I couldn't quite free ball off of the pegs that were in the way. So I had to just go ahead and try for a good shot. We did get it. Jimmy in this level is interesting. Jimmy is very dependent on green position, as you might have remembered from 3-5. We're getting him in these 5s here. And luckily this green is pretty close to the top here, and I'm going to activate it now that the purple is very close by. And there are a lot of pegs still left, but unfortunately we didn't quite get the luck we needed to get a free ball or a ton of oranges from that shot. But unfortunately this green is super buried here. We might be able to use it to get an extra free ball, but that would be about it. That's unfortunate. If that had stayed in there, that would have been a good shot. Not quite. Yeah, this is a really tough level, even with the best masters. That was just wishful timing. So I'm not surprised. We are kind of having some troubles here. That does help, but certainly doesn't fix our issue. Okay, not quite the angle I was looking for. Does get some stuff, but mostly a little bit boned here, I'll say. Oh, super close to getting some crazy free balls there. That's all right. Okay, did get that one. Yeah, it's going to be really hard. I don't think the timing quite allows us to get this. Aww, come on. In a serious PB run, I would not be going for this. I would be just, failing the level, but I think it's fun to show what we could do on the marathon stage. Here I'm inching closer and closer to the peg in order to try to get just on it so that the timing actually works for the free ball, and we did get that. But now this is going to be the harder shot. I'm going to have to get literally the perfect angle here. And we did not quite get it. It was really difficult. The only saving grace is that you do get to reset for a new master every time you lose. And we did get a better master here, at least in theory. Let's see if we can pull off some nice stuff with the Cinderbottom. This is a serious run killer, this level in particular. It's not surprising to have some problems in this one. Yeah, Cinder is a better master than Jimmy here, but definitely not ideal. We would be taking Marina as our NG plus choice here. Man, that was close to being a crazy series of saves. Yeah, it'll definitely slow this run down, but that's okay. Alright, picked up an extra there. I'll take it. That's really rude. Game's deciding to be a little bit mean to me. Ah, a little bit too far right. Okay, did get both in one there. Ugh. That's a death sentence, unfortunately. 4-5 moment. Yep. I was hoping for a free ball off of that shot that was going to give us a green. Also Claude again. See? Interesting. Yeah, I also did have an RMO run once where it was like Cinder Bottom every dash 2, I think? Or not every dash 2, but most of the dash 2s. So there might be something to the theory that there's some sort of algorithm. We think it's maybe time-based, like it sets the seed based on the time of, like, you know, getting the masters. But we have no way to manipulate it as of now, so, you know, as far as we know, it's random. At the moment, at least functionally. We're getting a much better start with Claude here, and Claude is actually a decent master for this level, because it just allows you to stay on the board for longer and helps you clear out these sort of pesky corner shots. It also forces the bucket towards the center, which actually does mean more free balls, because the level in general also pretty much always, every level, forces the ball towards the center at the end of the round. It's just level design. All right, finally we got through 2-5. 2-5 can just be like that. It's, you know, you never quite know. Now this is where we have a real NG plus pick. 5-1. This is exactly what you want to see. Cinder Bottom right here. Collect the green here and do something called a wall fireball. Basically what that is it is a specially timed fireball meant to get a diagonal knockback for the fireball power, which we did get. Oof. Really not gonna get that. Wow, unlucky. Yeah, sometimes the spinning pegs can really get to you. Very nice. I'm glad we pulled that shot off. We did need to. Yep, there I didn't expect that to spin, and I was trying to do a better shot that would go across the entire screen to try to make this shot safer or get it. And now we're gonna make sure that that has spun recently, that pin, so that we can get the win. First try win on 5-1 is pretty rare. That's another one that's just really hard and will often claim a win or a loss from you. So happy about that. 5-2 in contrast is rather simple. You have those two starting shots, which clear out a lot of the backside, make it much easier to play. We have Warren Rabbit again here, so let's see what kind of powers he gives us. We unfortunately got triple score already, which didn't really do much for us. Oh, we got triple score again, even when Fireball was on the board. And Magic Hat would have been really nice in this level. Wow, the RNG is just really not smiling down on us today. Oh, this is the silly song. Don't worry about this song. Unfortunately. Okay. I can't get that shot direct, but I knew I could get it from the peg under, so that's what we did. Peg it down to under. Sort of similar bounce shot thing there. And then ending the level. You usually want to save your oranges that are closer to the bottom of the level for last. Not only because shots that are aimed higher are more likely to get those oranges, and so you don't have to worry about them or spend shots trying to get them, but also because the ball will go into the ball bucket faster if it's closer to the bottom. Peggle strategy. Cinder Bottom's alright here if we know how to use him, and so far it seems like we've known how to use him. I'm going to try for a specific timing here. Which gets all of that. That's pretty good. Nice. Very cool. Yeah. Very nice. And we made it through. 5-3 is not super easy. So happy to make it through. 5-4 in contrast is very easy. So we are happy to have a master here that, or at least if we're gonna have Renfield, this is not a bad place to have him. He might mess up our opener though. Let's have a look. Doesn't look like he's going to. All right, here's another one of those down shots I was talking about. I'm gonna aim right in the middle of the center of the character portrait and tap twice to the right. Be able to get that cool little slide there, which didn't get a ton of oranges for us this time, but it does clear out a lot of those pegs that might make the level either slower or harder to complete, or both. If either of those were oranges, I would have been very happy with the ball bucket. Yeah, that's definitely a thing about Peggle, is it is generally already a pretty RNG-heavy game. Of course, skill is the major determinant in what times you get across the board, but in terms of any individual run, there is a lot of RNG elements. And of course, RMO. We almost didn't hit the Spooky, but I didn't want to hit Spooky on the Fever, so I did it on the second to last. But RMO, of course, kicks that up to a million. Another Jimmy on a dash 5 level. I think we're going to be seeing a pattern over the course of this run for that, which is not great because the dash 5 levels tend to be some of the hardest in their respective sets, but this one, it isn't. I would have been much sadder to see this in 5-1. Thank you, Lucy. Alright, Jimmy did give us a free ball there. We got unlucky and didn't get anything there pretty much. Just gonna see how this screen pans out. Alright, we did get a free ball and a couple of pegs and some clears from it, so not too bad. Nice. Happy to get that. And you'll see me often just aiming at like the corners of those brick-style pegs in order to get like a faster shot out of the hit. That's something you have to be thinking about. Like how fast is your shot going to leave the screen? You know, is a very big thing. Also, hey, look, it's Claude in the first Claude level. They've any percented us. More Claudes again this run. Than is generally expected. But Claude is alright on this level, so I'll take it. Claude is helping us sort of clean up here. Giving the game its sort of secondary pinball flair. I'm gonna zoom so that, zoomed a little bit too far. Just trying to get some of those orange pegs in my shot that are going by, but not quite. Yeah, another secondary effect of Claude that we haven't really been able to see this run is that if he has oranges in the way of the flippers, those oranges will move to new pegs that were previously blue pegs. So that's not super relevant in Knights because they actively avoid that, so that Claude isn't, you know, screwing up with the level generation. But in Deluxe, that's a major feature because they didn't really account for it that much in Claude gameplay. But just a cool fun fact that he can do that. Alright, 6-2, it's very important to get the openers correct. So I'm going to be looking at them on my little side screen here. Got another Warren. Give us something good. I want everybody to be able to see the magic hat. Oh, that's his edge shot. Alright, we haven't seen who since the very first level of the game, so I'll take it. Remember, who calculates how good the shot is based on points? Wowee, that is a very good shot. I'll take it. Thank you. Zen. And as we discussed, Flower Power gets 20% of remaining oranges, and it gets the nearest oranges out of all the oranges it could get. So that was a pretty nice thing there. You don't get to see the Flower Power Zen combo very often. Fun thing that Warren gameplay likes to provide. Warren is the randomest master, so getting Warren and random master, and getting 2 random master powers from that random Warren is pretty cool. Alright, I'll take a Zen shot here. We were just talking about Zen shots, and now we get to see a level where we actually plan around it. Eiffel Power is really, really difficult. Really difficult. One of the hardest levels in the run in general. So happy to have a power like Who's that is going to help us out a little bit, hopefully. We normally would activate 1 Who very early, and then 1 Who at the very end of the level, but I waited a little bit to activate the first one here, because I wanted to get some pegs that I was reasonably confident I could hit myself out of the way first. That is a very unlucky bounce. At least we do get the free ball. Nice. Got it. And then we save the green for when we don't have very many oranges left, and we think that Who is going to get all or most of them. We also aim towards the purple because the purple gives you a lot of points. So we're aiming towards the purple because he would probably find his way there anyway. Unfortunately there, he didn't get very many oranges off of that, but at least the level is safely beatable, which is really important when it comes to Eiffel Power. So that's not too bad. Alright, here we actually do a pixel shot that I am going to risk here. Also another Claude. And we get a variant of it that's decent. It's basically just aiming at the bottom of that peg. And then you do a shot on the right side to get that slide. But normally it would, the best variant has it stopping in the middle and sort of like falling down into things. But that's okay. Can you leave, please, ball? Aw, so close. Yeah, here I'm trying to do sort of multiple things with one ball a lot of the time. Trying to like clear blues out while also getting oranges and stuff. Ooh, did not see that that blue was going to block that shot there. Not the best risk I could have taken. And now we're a little bit sad, especially because the pink did not spawn in a very favorable position. Ah, luckily we were able to get a free ball off of that. Oof, didn't quite get the shot we were looking for there, but we'll be alright, because those two are easy to get together. Alright. Nice save. Au revoir. And we actually do get our NG Plus pick, Cinderbottom here. Some people would choose Marina or Tulip for this level, though. Definitely some individual preferences involved there. Hi, Lai! You have come to the submission stream for RMO Nights. Happy to see ya. Lai is a loved community member and Peggle runner. Many of those in the chat are, and as y'all know, Vital's community, Peggle community is super hype to be involved with anything in the community. We love Fatals. We love marathons. We love GDQ. And the Peggle community is just always super supportive of everyone. Also, cool shot. Yeah, one of the best things about Peggle is just seeing cool shots like that play out. We got all sorts of difficult to get things and one unlikely combo. And Cinderbottom helped us beat that level pretty reliably and quickly. Sure. Alright, we got a little bit of cat tut action again. Meow, I like yarn. That's what he says when you see him for the first time. There's a whole kind of copy pasta meme about it. But as we said before, Cat's one of our slower masters, but at least is somewhat consistent at making you live a little bit more, which we cannot say for masters like Renfield. Which is why, in my opinion, he's the worst Peggle master in this game. Both for speedrunning and casually, I think. Yeah, here there are some pegs that are kind of hard to directly hit, like these ones down here. So we might actually get a bounce using the pyramid that might be favorable to us, but we also might not. Who knows? Pyramid was not involved in that bounce, in the production of that bounce. And now we're just going to try to avoid that green. That remaining green. Oh, ball bucket still betrays us. Finds a way. Because that'll just be slower. And we get through the level. Alright, Warren time. Use our left side strats here. And we have no idea what Warren's going to give us. So we will play it out. See what happens. So remember before when I said that moving pegs can sometimes ruin openers? Well, here I've actually found an opener. This is my own original creation that actually does get you the ball bucket and the consistent shot every time. It just evades the moving pegs ever so slightly. Ah, unless you miss the timing yourself. Then it's your fault. Now we have the magic hat, which increases the hitbox of the peg, which is obviously really cool. The hitbox in terms of getting the pegs, not in terms of bouncing off of them. That was unfortunate. I was hoping that bounced a little bit differently. Alright. I think we made use of the magic hat okay. Certainly cleared out stuff, which is important for this particular level and this particular generation where there are a lot of these really tricky pegs on the bottom here. It's good to clear out so that you have the most direct shots possible. And we're going to take some free balling here, actually. So that we have as many pegs possible to do these last shots with. Yeah, that gets the portal. But we do get our bucket bounce. And all we need to do here is hit that bucket shot and get our way in there. Very nice. That was actually kind of semi-planned, which is crazy. Peggle is wild. Good question, Wendigo. Is there an objectively best character? Was the question. No. I think there is no objectively best character. There are certainly subjectively best characters. In my opinion, Tula is the best master on average. If you were to take any given stage, she would do well at it. So that would probably be my best answer. But there's definitely no best master across the board for everyone forever. There was certainly a period of time in which Cinder was regarded as the best master, and then Maria in this game. I think most people prefer Tula these days. But yeah, that was a really nice level. We're going to start this one off with a classic right side opener, but that we are actually going to do a pixel shot here. Who is probably going to be nice in this level? This one's one of them that usually you don't take a death to, but if you're complacent, you may. Doing a pixel shot by just doing that seam over there, and that helps us get this cool slide here. And then we can do this cool slide into the bucket, basically making the right side trivial. Fun little shots like that. Shots and strats. Oof. Sometimes you can get some real slow stuff in levels with brick pegs, kind of like that. We're going to try to just take care of the right side here. Unfortunately, Q sometimes will get the green of his own accord, but we can take advantage by making him get all sorts of oranges on this side quickly for us. Very nice. Sometimes he'll choose the shot with more oranges even if a purple is available, because the oranges sometimes do give more points than just hitting the purple does. Oh, would you look at that? That's why we aim high, people. If you aim high, you might get the pegs that you've left that are lower. A spooky ball on a dash on 7-5 is not great, but he's certainly not going to interrupt our opener here. So that's about as much as I could ask from him, because our opener continues on the right side. And he got a free ball, so again, about as much as I can ask from him in this game, so I'll take it. 7-5 is a really hard level. It has all sorts of stuff that sort of blocks itself. There are pixel shots in this one, but once again, we're playing RMO.
And that means that pixel shots that have bad outcomes if you fail them are usually not the safest to do. Very cool. Thank you, Renfield. 1 orange. Again, could have been worse, I guess. It's Renfield. That's not great. Oh, almost. It's trying to get it stuck in there, but not quite. This is a really tough level in general. Would not be surprised if we took another loss here. We haven't lost since 4-5 though, so that's pretty cool. Oh, was really hoping for a better bucket timing there. Yeah, I aimed a little low. Wall shots are sometimes really hard to judge the depth of. Okay. Can we get this? We certainly can in theory. Let's try for it. Unlucky. Yeah. That's unfortunate. It happens, though. Ah, meow. Yeah, we're getting a lot of bad masters. The RNG is not of our favor. Good news is that Cat Tut will not interrupt our opener here, again. But as you have just seen, openers are definitely not enough to win the level all the time. Hey, Mr. Max. Yeah, Peggle. Good to see you. How are ya? We're doing a Frostfatal submission today, meaning we're doing a no reset run and talking about everything that's going on as if we were doing run commentary. Which, by the way, we would have Beginning on for this run, who is a very cool streamer and also occasional Peggle runner. Yeah, at least Cat Tut has made this level more survivable for us, so I'll take it. Bounce back there, but that's okay. We can just do 12 shots and finish the level up. Alright. Alright, we will take Marina on Inferno. So, as you can see, this level was very much designed for Cinderbottom's power. You have a big clump of things in here. That's really kind of unruly to deal with if you don't have that. But luckily, here, we have our good friend Marina, who also is pretty good at getting through clumps of pegs. Unfortunately there, we mistimed just a little bit to get the pegs we were looking for, but maybe we'll get them here. Certainly got some of them. Didn't get a great bounce on the back stretch though. Let's try to get that side all cleared out. Nice. Yeah, you really kind of have to know how to work with the walls in Inferno, as well as the these bumpers here. I'm going to try to go off this peg in order to get some of the bottom pegs and clear off the blue which we need to clear off. We were able to do that. I should have done a different bucket timing there, though. Yeah, we're trying for an insurance bucket there, because we really don't have much of a way to get this last peg. I'm going to try to go for a cool shot here. Got it! Very nice. Yeah, you have to really learn how to clutch up in this run, and it's fun to see those clutches live in action. Nice. Tula is a really good pick for this level. We're finally starting to get some of the good masters, which is good. We need them now. Knights is just hard in general, but we start to see things getting a lot harder in this stretch just all the time. Whereas in the sort of Cat, Renfield, and Splurk splits, there were certain levels that were really hard, but some other levels that were really easy. We're not really going to be seeing that much anymore. I would say every master has an average, at this point, of one quote-unquote easy level, and everything else is at least moderately challenging, if not quite difficult. So, you know, buckle up. Had a wild ride coming. Yeah, unfortunately this level, even if you do play it with Tula, is really, really hard. Yeah, that was going to be a hard free ball to get no matter what I did. Ooh, unlucky. And sometimes you just get unlucky as well. There was really not much I could have done about that. Trying to go for a free ball from purples, did not get it. But got the double on that shot. Which made it so that we could clutch up for the end. Let's go. That was a huge win there. Wow. That's Peggle for you. That's Peggle for you. Dang. Got both of the greens in one shot, making a strategic way to get out of that. This is definitely the easiest level in the Cinder Bottom split here. Because we have these really powerful openers, opener shots that clear out a lot and give us a free ball every time. And even aside from that, it doesn't have the hardest structure. Of course, this is the one where the game wants to give me Cinder Bottom. Thank you. Cinder Bottom is the worst in this level than that he is in all of his levels. Yeah, it was an insane clutch. I'm gonna say that. I did play the level a little bit fast and loose up until then. But once I realized that the chips were down, we made the good play. Cinder Bottom there I just used for time save, because having the fireball go straight down and off the screen is faster than bouncing between stuff. Alright, Warren could be really good here, and could be really nothing. Let's take a look. So in this level, the real threat, main threat, oh, it's Flippers. That's what he is. Okay. Is this sort of circular thing here? Okay, I'll take the freak. On the right side, oftentimes. But this generation has put most of the oranges away from that. And as we remember from before, you are not allowed to reset the level. So you can't reset for something like orange or green generations either, even if you do want to use your master. This is actually a good generation. I would not reset this no matter who I was using, I think. Except for maybe Cinder. But even so, it's just something to know about. It's nice to get that. Okay. Didn't really think that shot through enough, I think. Nice. Nice! That was an insane shot. The cleanup. Okay, here I'm just going to dig through to this orange. Ah, Super Guide might actually help us a little bit with aiming there. We'll see. Yeah, that helped us get in between the two circles to get that cool looking finish. Very nice. Ah, well now we're any percenting. So that's nice. We do that first shot, not because it's particularly good on its own, but because it clears out a lot of this middle garbage, so that we have access to a lot of things nice and early. We're going to get this green and clear out the right side at the same time, so that we can do a nice little fireball that gets most of the level done. Very nice. Extremely quick level, actually, just in general as well. Lots of fireballs in this run. That is the one thing the game has been happy to give me, and I will happily take. 9-1 is quite the difficult level, generally. We're going to start off with a nice starter opening shot. And I think I'll do this to try to get some of those pegs down there. Yeah, not bad. I would have rather the opener actually didn't get a green, given that it did. I think we used it pretty well. Then we're going to do this opener shot, even though it's not going to give me the bucket timing, as usual. Because it'll still give me most of that side that we're looking for. Yep, did that in order to get that bottom orange that was going to be really annoying. Happy I made that decision. Even though this side looks bad, it's actually not too hard to get everything there. Not even too slow when you get a double shot. Alright. We got a Tula here, which is, again, very nice. We clear out this brick in order to do this nice little pixel shot, which just is achieved by putting your mouse over Warren's hook right there. It's the easiest pixel shot in the game, in my opinion. Highly recommended. After clearing out that peg, you can do it. That green, I think we're going to be forced to hit at some point, probably, but I'm still going to try to save it. Until we have pegs that we'd rather hit it with. Should have been more patient on that shot. Or rather hit it 4. Very nice! And that is a cool looking finish right there. Doing some style things here. Look, NG Plus choice. Marina is definitely our NG Plus choice here, as there are a lot of lines in this level. Marina really looks for nice little lines. Even if they're not vertical, they can be diagonal in a level to sort of take advantage of her power. Try to get the nice slide here. We did get it. Very good. And for all the slides, the first 2 shots are going to get slides guaranteed, but then the next ones you kind of have to make yourself. There are people who do pixel shots for all of them, but again, given this is RMO, not going to. But yeah, Electrovolt can do nice things like that. So that you don't have to go in there and do all the dirty work yourself. Raven Wizard, thank you for the raid! And there's another level done. This Warren levels have been giving me real good masters. Yes, work! Pretty good. And even with 1 decent green, I will take it. How was the stream, Raven Wizard? Thank you for the raid. So this shot doesn't do a ton on its own, but it's mostly to set up for this shot. Down shot, +5, which clears out a lot of the center here. Sort of goes down that eye socket looking thing there. This screen is going to be helpful for cleaning up. Yeah, unlike other masters of which when to hit the green is a question of timing, usually Splorks isn't so much, unless you're looking for a free ball from Multiplier. So oftentimes there you will wait until you've hit a lot of oranges so that your multiplier is high. And then you'll hit a Splork that you know is going to hit a bunch of pegs, and then it'll give you a free ball. Here I wasn't too worried about that because everything is pretty well accessible, so I'd rather just have things out of the way quicker, which I think was the correct choice. Very nice. Yep, Alright, we finally got a master. That's not ideal. Or even close. But maybe he'll help here. Claude 9-5. See, we've been getting a heck of a lot of clouds. What's that about? Yeah, unfortunately here we are not going to get that sub 116, just because 3 losses is pretty slow. I normally would be going for that, but you know, we are doing a no reset marathon style run, so we can still certainly get the sub 124 though, if we play really well, and get somewhat lucky. Okay, pretty smart shots here. At least we're winning the level so far. Trying to get lots of stuff in few shots. And we are doing pretty well at that. Nice. Annoying that Claude is going to block off our bucket that we would like to go into though. But that's how it goes sometimes, right? Here we're doing something called a scroll strat, which is basically a strat that doesn't have a set number of taps, but instead looks for you to scroll using your mouse buttons until you get to a certain point off of a peg. So like there I scrolled until I was on that right side peg, and then I tapped 5 more times. It's another sort of micro category of opener in this game. Alright, not the worst start, getting free balls and some pretty good clearance in places that we need it here. But this is still a really, really tough level, and with Jimmy's power, we definitely could lose it. We'll see what happens. That's annoying. Frankly. Oof. Got the clear, though. Ah, not quite the shot. Nice. It's actually going to be really important. And we have to wait there until that's done. I want to bounce up into the screen, but I don't think it's going to work. No, it actually did. But it didn't give me the bounce I actually was looking for, so let's see. We're able to stay alive, just barely. Aw, just a little bit too low. That was going to be a really hard shot to clutch up. Doing well, Beal. I am doing a submission video right now, so I can't really chat too much. Mostly doing commentary. Yep, definitely this is how RMO goes. You can't reset for generations. You can't reset for masters. You just kind of got to see what happens. Yeah, that was actually a decent attempt for Jimmy. But Jimmy, his greens were just really not in the right place. And we didn't get the luck we needed to clutch it out, so not quite. Yeah, unfortunately here. Thank you for the follow, Subatomics. Appreciate it. Welcome to hell. And unfortunately here we did get Super Guide from Warren, which was not all that great. Yeah, this is a really hard level in general. This is one of the hardest, I would say, without a decent master. Warren can be decent, but he certainly didn't give us anything decent there. He did do that on purpose to try to get a good power. Didn't quite work. Not quite the timing to take advantage of triple score. Oh well, and we do have to lose the level, we can't just reset it. Ah, speaking of. Oh, you again. Yep, silly run. Silly run. Yep, hard level. Yeah, I definitely think this run is worth including, even with the uncertainty that it has, because it's just such a treat. And the uncertainty is about 10 minutes of estimate. It's not, you know, it's not drastic. I talk about, whatever it's called, all mini games like it's really bad, but it's also only about, like, 10, 15 minutes of estimate variance, pretty much. You know, it's not crazy. There are no tricks that, like, you know, if you don't make, you have to spend hours or anything. You just sometimes have to redo some levels, so that's okay. Alright, and that time, we did pretty well. Yep, exactly. It happens. Oh, and Warren again. It's a pattern. Yeah, silly things like that can emerge, patterns of masters, that are just kind of kind of silly. Yes. And you just get to see so much variety and a runner's skill in adapting to bad RNG. A very fun run, good companion to any percent and NG+, which now I have run on GDQ in the last 6 months. Alien Dance. Hey, Gro. Good to see ya. Yeah, that's, George brings up something that we've been talking about as a community as of late, which is like, basically, when you lose a level, oftentimes you'll sort of, the next time, you'll just do, like, really, really well on it. And of course, part of that is due to, you know, having practiced it, literally right then. But also part of it is just kind of a little bit of like retry magic, you know? Luckily we actually did get to see the hat there. Ah, was hoping for a bounce there that would have gotten some things with the hat. Oh well. Yeah, so sometimes that does happen. Wow, this is not great. Nice, that was a good start though. Yeah, you want to do the slides on the side by aiming at those pegs and then just doing 2 taps to one side. And those usually get the slide. They're not 100% completely perfect, consistent shots, but they're pretty much good enough. Thank you for the good luck. Yeah, Bjorn on 10-3, we need it. But luckily the generation's really good, actually. There aren't any death pegs, which we would call oranges, on these little corners that are really hard to get to. Of course, Bjorn could help with those, but we still don't want to see him. Fortunately, the greens are kind of out of the way here, so probably not really going to be going for them and just trying to clutch it up ourselves, which that shot was a good example of doing that. But it's still going to be a very difficult try here. Fair enough. Oh, that's unfair, though. Oh, really? Wow. Peggle moment? I would have liked the green. I would have liked the purple. Okay, well, there we go. That's what we were looking for. Okay. Here, this one is actually tricky. I think I might actually get the green here. Bjorn, can you help? Because I think what we want to do is this shot. Very nice. See, you'd never see that in any other category, pretty much. That was crazy. Yeah, we had the blessed Warren split, now we have the cursed Who split, but you know what? We're doing some cool clutches. Why not? Show the audience what we're made out of. Here's got a little bit of an opener sequence that you actually don't usually get to do the third shot of in any percent, because in any percent there's always a green in that center slide that we just did. And that interrupts you. But here, we can use that third shot. Yeah, 11-1 approaches, and so does 10-5, yada yada yada. We'll be fine, George. You don't believe in us? The Satan community. That is a lot of style points. Whoa, wow, wow, wow. Nice. Yeah, Kat is making very sure that we do not lose this level. He says, you are going to have the balls you need, and we say, okay. Regardless of the cost of time, which we are experiencing here. Oh, too low. Unusual. Well, I knew that wasn't too important, so... Okay. Good luck, Peggle Knight? Yeah! Thank you, Batsu. Alright. Tula's good here. Let's not squander this opportunity. So this is a really hard level, 10-5 here. Really, really hard. One of the hardest in the game. Has a lot of moving pegs, so lots of randomness. If only the purple were accessible. Ah, but we still did get a free ball. That's good. We're going to try for increasing the multiplier here by getting lots of oranges. Those are really hard oranges to get. I will definitely take that. Silly shots, but really, really good. I'm glad we went for that. Tula's really good because not only does she hit 20% of remaining oranges, with the oranges being decided on proximity, but she can hit 2 oranges with 1 green at any time. So you can leave the 2 worst oranges, and then she will hit them herself. Here, I'm going to go for a free ball there. Got it. Nice! Oh, I was going for that. Did get it. And now we get to finish the level off nice and neat with a nice little green cap. Let's go. Yeah, we're not really going for serious PB because this is mostly a submission video, which shows off the commentary and the general appeal of the run as a no reset. Meow, we like yarn. Not so much, actually. Jelly Jeopardy 11-1, the level that we are playing here, is a really, 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 really hard level with anybody. Even Marina, who is both the NE% and the NG Plus pick here, has her struggles sometimes. And Cat is a pretty safe master, all things considered. The first screen didn't give us everything we were looking for, but it gave us enough that I definitely believe in this attempt. If you're able to sort of weave through the things and hit them like that, then you might be able to win. Even with a master that's not considered traditionally as good. I actually think Cat is a blessing in this level, in particular. I'm actually quite happy to see him here, which is funny, given, you know, circumstances. But no, and we won. Jelly Jeopardy is a really, really tough level in general. Very happy to win it first try there. Alright. Jimmy in this level is unideal, especially because his greens are pretty hidden. So I think this is kind of going to be just playing without a power, basically. Sometimes the ball can stay in that Ouroboros there, and you can get something called the water break. We call it that because, you know, take a sip, hydrate. Gotta hydrate, gamers. Yeah, it's random master, so every level it'll give me a random power. So a random master means a random power. Ooh, we don't have that cleared out yet, huh? Okay. Well then how about we clear out this little thing so that we can get a part of the Ouroboros that is open. Jimmy's multi-ball power there did give us enough momentum to at least clean up that orange, so that was cool. Waiting for an insurance free there, just to be safe. Did not need it. Really did not need it. Very nice. This is a tough one. My strat here does rely a little bit on resets, and there's kind of not a better way to do it. So we're just going to hope we get it first try here. You go on the right side with specific timing, and we did get it. And you get most of the crawl all the way up to the top. Very good. I wish there were more oranges on the left side for those greens to hit, because we are going to do Splurk's Place Blast. But that was really good. I am glad we got that. Very, very happy with getting that shot strat, which, by the way, I invented for Flame Fatales 2023. That specific timing strat to be able to get that crawl pretty consistently. And we're happy to get it there. If we didn't get it, we'd improv. And with Splurk being able to clear out the left side so easily with this generation, it probably would have been okay. But, yeah. Sorry, the redeems are off right now. Anxious? Just because this is kind of an official stream, TM. Okay, let's wait for it to be exposed and aim up higher. Very nice. Winning 11-3 first try is also not very common, and happy to get that. Oh, yikes. Now that's the strat I expect to get more, but we didn't quite get there. 12-1 Splurk, please. That would be a good choice. Yeah, a lot of the master levels are really, really hard. We will see how we can deal with them based on the masters we get. There are, of course, strats designed with safety in mind to help you out. But even so, no guarantees. Ooh, nice hat. Thank you. That was cool. hat doesn't always give you something that nice. His hitbox was increased. Another hat. Your ball's hitbox becomes increased. Ooh, that was nice. Ah, I was hoping for a shot that would get trapped in there. That's fine. There we go. And we get through that one okay. We're happy to see Splork right about now. Although I think he's going to mess up that opener, actually. Oh, not really? Okay, it's fine. Thank you for the NB Splork B. Yep. 11-5 is not the hardest because it's actually pretty consistent. You get these sort of consistent shots at the beginning. The safety is pretty high. Doing it fast is pretty difficult. Luckily, we have this nice little green here that's going to clear out like everything for us there. Very convenient, very helpful. Nice, and we got this shot to clean up the left side. Nice. Got the cool bouncer shot I was looking for. I did that purely for style. Oh, and also to go a little bit faster because it does. And there we go. Nice level. Alright, let's see what we get for Cyclone. Ah! Our any percent choice. And NG plus choice. Okay, we better not fail this. Cinderbottom is what you normally choose here. You wanted Splork because his power can rip through this middle part called the Cyclone. Green placement, yeah. For Splork, this would be nice, you're right. For Cinder, it's not so good. I'm looking here to try to get a lot of orange at the beginning to increase our multiplier, as we've been talking about. And then here I have to wait for a good timing. And I prioritize getting the green on that shot, because I figured with the amount of pegs we were going to get a free ball, but a green would be hard to access. Otherwise, and that gets us 3 pegs right there, and we're going to get through Cyclone first try. This is a rare one on RMO, but we did get lucky. Even if we didn't, though, definitely have ways to win this level. It's just really nice when you get the master you're used to playing it with, and is the best at playing. All right, well, what is happening? Marina is our any percent choice for this level. It's looking like I rigged the seed. I did not. I promise. 80% easy, I know. Although I'd rather have her in 12-4, to be honest. Or even 12-3. Pretty nice start here we got. I'm actually going to go on this side because I'm going to do a slide shot there. I don't want that interrupted. Well, the doubters, yeah. The doubters could still win. We have multiple more stages left to go. I wouldn't count the doubters out just yet. The Mega Believers are in shambles already. But yeah, oh my goodness. 11 balls? We ended the level with 10 balls left. That is very uncommon. That was basically an any percent playthrough. Ah, here's Jimmy. That's what we were looking for. Let's go. Yep. And now we're going to get to see the master levels played a little bit different. Normally we'd use Marina here, and that makes sense because you're going to be able to aim at these columns and sort of get, you know, those vertical lines. But now we have Jimmy. And his green might do some good things. It already did give us a free ball, so... Oh, nice. It actually is going to give us some more clearance on this side. That's actually pretty good. Thank you, Jimmy. It's still, of course, no way guarantees our winning of this level, but that certainly helps. Oof, that's not good. I'm gonna do that. I don't like the shots that followed there. Let's see. What can we do? What? That's so rude! I was hoping for getting back into the bucket there, but at least we did get the clear and the orange that we were looking for. Nice. Super close to exactly what we wanted there, but we didn't quite get it. This is going to be really hard to do. Okay, that helps. Oh, was hoping for the free there, but we didn't quite get it. And you can't quite get the direct shot from here, so we're just going to try to time this our best. And we got it! Let's go! And that's what you can get in the RMO. Cinder is actually a rather good choice for this level. Yeah, that was actually a really big clutch. I'm actually going to look at any Georgia strats here. Not good. Okay, we're just going to wing it. Oh, so close. We almost got what we were looking for there. But not quite. Same with that. The angle was just a little bit off. At least we do get some nice clears, but unfortunately this generation is really hard because there's a lot of oranges down the bottom. Ooh, but we got a nice little stroke of luck there, which gives us free ball and lots of clears. So yeah, I think we win. Wowee! Did I do sub 24? For Fred. We're gonna have to go fast on Shadow Shine, but we can do that. Alright, Jimmy, bring it home. We're gonna do our standard strats here, not the ones I was planning to use from George, because if we are gonna get a sub 124, we can't be reading those strats. Alright, Shadow Shine is a really tough level in general. Of course, we got the DC right now. Classic. Classic. That's too low? That doesn't make any sense. So close. Not quite. Hi everyone. Sorry you didn't get to see Shadow Shine. Also very annoying because now I can't just submit this. I have to upload this to YouTube too. Man, my internet's been bad lately. I don't know what to do about it. I'm gonna have to restart the router or something. But yeah, we got the 124.04. Very, very close. You only have to play again. Yeah, you wish. Nah, maybe. Because I might want to just submit a Twitch VOD But that was really fun. Got some baseline splits. And yeah, pretty cool submission video. Thank you for watching. Basically, Crossmetallics community. I hope you consider RMO for the event. I don't know why my internet's been so bad lately. I'm actually looking into buying a new router right now. But hopefully, it's really been the last like 2-ish days. So hopefully it just doesn't continue if I restart the router. So yeah, thanks for the GGs, everybody. Appreciate it. The doubters get to get a lot of points this time because I didn't get it by 5 seconds. It was really close. Really close. If I didn't miss one of those shots in Shadowshine that y'all didn't get to see, unfortunately. Yeah, Helios and George get a lot of points. Nice job. Well, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, GG's. Thanks for the GG's, everybody. Sorry for a DC, even though the stream was pretty good before that. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, so I might just submit this video in 2 parts or something. I don't know. I'll ask the Frost Metals committee if they're okay with me submitting the previous VOD and then also sending this sort of second mini little part. But if not, then I'll be uploading this to YouTube along with my PvZL mini game submission. And yeah. Steam crashed? What happened? Yeah, well, this was our final time. And yeah, the stream crashed, unfortunately. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'm going to be doing a special bonus 50 fairies run because I don't want to scan them. And that's going to be the end of the submission. So, thank you. Pals Committee, thanks for watching. Have a good night.